Hey y'all, I'm back with my DIY at home facial routine, and I love taking a little bit more time lately since we're all at home to do this routine. I love it because it helps me de stress and decompress, and it requires no equipment or anything special or even expensive products. So let's get right into it. I'm starting off by cleansing, and when I do my DIY at home facial, I take a little bit more time to cleanse. I go around the eye sockets, I go in an upward motion, and then I use a nice hot towel to steam it off. This is perfect to do if you don't have a facial steamer. If you're fortunate enough to have one of those really cool tools, definitely feel free to have that going and use it while cleansing. But I actually just use a hot towel or washcloth. If you want to make it even more spa-like, just slightly warm it in the microwave for 15 seconds. And you could even add a few drops of essential oil to it to place over your face when you remove your face cleanser. I'm using a foaming face cleanser, and now I'm going into the more in-depth part of this at-home facial. I'm starting off with a sugar scrub from EOS Lip Balms, and I'm going to use that to exfoliate my lips. And then I'm going to use the Clarins face scrub to go ahead and remove any of the excess built up skin, dead skin cells from my face. What I love about this fresh scrub from Clarins is that it is not too abrasive. Sometimes scrubs can be really rough and end up creating micro tears on the skin, and that is not what we're trying to accomplish. We just want to exfoliate the skin, and exfoliating the skin helps to make sure that the skin does not get clogged, that dead skin cells don't build up, and it just also helps you to have a more even, smooth appearance and texture to your skin. So I like to go ahead and take that, apply that to my face, work that through, and because it has these light beads in it to exfoliate, I don't have to rub too aggressively because again, we're not trying to tear or be too abrasive with the skin, but we do want to go ahead and gently buff it. I'm going to do the same routine with my hot towel that is nice and steamy, and this in itself, guys, is so relaxing. And I then make sure I wipe in one direction down, and then I fold the towel as I go along so that I'm not kind of going over the same areas too many times when taking down the scrub. Once that's all wiped off, it's mask time, and this is literally the steps that happen in a real and spa facial. We're just doing them all at home. I'm following up by using this really nice clay mask from Clarins. This is a great mask, and I love that this mask, even though it's clay based, doesn't dry down too hard. Now, I know a lot of ladies out there are team bentonite clay. If you're going to use that as a more affordable option, definitely be cautious when you mix it to make sure it doesn't dry down too hard. And honestly, what I'd recommend doing is maybe rinsing it off a little bit sooner than before it completely dries down, just because that can be a pretty abrasive mask as well. And sometimes you may not realize it, but that clay mask can also create micro tears when you're removing the clay because it's gotten so brittle. What I love about this Clarins formula is that it's not going to do that. It's a clay mask that's going to draw out excess oils and impurities and help to balance the skin, but it never gets super duper like cast hard. It's just going to dry down very gently and still remain soft, and then it can easily be wiped away. So what I went ahead and did was left this on for about 10 minutes, and if you want to create even more of an in-home spa feel, go ahead and use that same towel and apply a warm towel while your mask sits. Okay, now that we've gone ahead and wiped off our face mask, our skin is nice and glowy, and now we're going to infuse the skin with serums and just all the good plumping and hydrating emollients that it wants. And I'm going to follow up with a sheet mask after using my scrub and my clay mask. This sheet mask I got from my local Target. It's super affordable. This one is actually going to focus on brightening and combating hyperpigmentation. And you can essentially just pick whichever face mask works for you. I love sheet masks because they are very soothing to the skin, and they really are great for just adding moisture. I don't know about you guys, but I do feel like sometimes my skin can get dry in spots. It's not going to be dry all over, but it can sometimes get a little patchy and have some dryness, and that happens all year round for me, not just in winter or summer. So I do love using masks like this that are going to infuse the skin with really great hydrating properties. And this one is going to sit on my face for about 10 minutes after I apply it. Super easy to apply, and then you're just going to lightly rub in the remaining serum that's left behind. And now if you want to, again, have that really spa-like feel, use a hot towel and let that sit over the sheet mask to really allow it to just penetrate even deeper. And those hot towels are just very, very relaxing. And if you want to be just super fancy, again, you can add some essential oils to your hot towel and washcloth so that you can have some really good smells in there at the same time. You can use something like lavender or even peppermint oil, which helps to decompress and de-stress, and that will make you very, very relaxed while you're also getting your skincare on. I went ahead and followed the directions of the sheet mask, and after applying it, let it sit for 20 minutes and then rub the remaining serum in. Then before I took this mask off, I went ahead and while I had it on, also applied some lip balm. As you guys can see with this routine, I'm not leaving my lips behind. It's sometimes easy to forget about our lips, but make sure that you actually also do some lip care too. So we've done a face scrub, and I'm also going to go ahead and do some lip product. I'm using my Aquaphor, and I'm actually going to, after lightly rubbing in some of the serum that got on my lips, top it with this Aquaphor lip cream. You could use a Vaseline, you could use a whipped shea butter, anything really hydrating and moisturizing to the lips. I go ahead and apply that. And then I'm going to let this all sit while I kind of just do some errands around the house, rub in the final finished serum, and that's it to finish this whole at-home routine. I just usually apply a finishing serum or day or night oil, and that's it for me. And as you guys can see, my skin is definitely glowing, but more importantly than that, I've taken a moment to just give myself some self-care, and I usually feel so refreshed and relaxed after this. Hopefully this gave you guys some inspiration of what you can do in your own at-home routine to just take a moment to give yourself some self-care. Many of us can't get out to the beauty parlors and spas, but take a few deep breaths, relax, and get your own at-home skincare routine like this poppin' so that you can have glowing skin but also glowing insides. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.